And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. Bruins Capitals Wednesday night hockey on NBCSN. This should be a really fun matchup. When these two teams played earlier this season, it was one of the most exciting games to watch this year. It ended up being a 2-1 game. Hopefully tonight's just as exciting. I can see Rob's here, Danny's here. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in and watching tonight. Hoping for a good game. Should be, usually is when these two teams meet up. It's usually a lot of fun. And Boston doesn't beat Washington very often, so we'll see if Boston can snap their losing streak tonight or if the losing will continue. Bruins have lost 3 in a row now. Kind of a skid for them, given how many games they've won this season. They don't lose games in a row very often. Washington also lost in their last game, so both these teams coming off of rare losses, and one of them is going to get back into the win column tonight. What's going on, Vaughn? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Hey, awesome, Rob. That sounds absolutely fantastic, man. I'm glad that you're getting to watch the game as well. And yeah, I agree, Danny. Boston needs to get this win. They got to snap this losing streak because they certainly have had a very good season so far, and they've got a pretty good lead in that division right now. But the Panthers are good this year. I think Tampa Bay we're going to see get better. Obviously, Buffalo continues to hold themselves in a playoff position. So Boston can't get too comfortable, and they need to snap this losing streak and get back into the win column. Hey, what's going on, Fire Strike? Hey, Nick, welcome to Sutton. Welcome to the stream, all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button and give a like. That really helps out in getting more people in the stream. So hopefully we can get some likes on this video before the start of the game, and have a good night tonight and get some more people in here watching a very good matchup that should be a really fun game to watch. See, Fire Strike can only be here for a bit. That's all right, man. I'm glad that you just stopped in and really, really appreciate it. Sutton's Pizza Rolls already. That sounds awesome, man. And yeah, we definitely don't want the Bruins to lose again. And yeah, yeah, Rob. Buffalo's an interesting team. They had a really good start to the season. They had a horrible month of November. And they've kind of been good again so far this month, but I don't know. They're just one of those teams that it's hard to tell. Jack Eichel is an absolute superstar. He's by far their best player, and he's kind of carrying the team right now, but can he carry them to a playoff spot, or are they eventually going to get passed by teams like Toronto and Tampa Bay? That remains to be seen. So Buffalo, I think, is a team to watch over the next couple of months to see what direction they go in. Are the real Buffalo Sabres the team from October, or are the real Buffalo Sabres the team from November, or is it somewhere in the middle? That they're a team to pay attention to. Yeah, Allmark's played pretty well, but the problem is Carter Hutton hasn't. With the exception of the very start of the season, Carter Hutton hasn't really been very good for Buffalo. And really, I mean, we saw he fell on his face last year, and he hasn't been all that great this year. So maybe he's not the answer in net for the Buffalo Sabres. Oh, damn, Vaughn. That sucks, man. You definitely don't want to be watching stuff like that in school when the teachers are around. They won't be happy with that. That's a wicked funny song, though. So puck drop here should be in about 5 minutes. They haven't done the anthems yet, so anthems will be up next, and then we'll have puck drop in a few minutes. But I can't wait for this one to get underway. This should be a lot of fun. Hey, NFL Nation, welcome to the stream, man, and he's got a story. So why don't you drop that story before the game starts? Danny, I'm feeling a little better, man. Definitely still sick. Kind of, I don't know if today was worse than yesterday or about the same, but I feel like a little better now at night. But Monday's stream was rough. I was like just in the early stages of getting sick Monday's stream, and that was rough. My nose isn't as bad right now. Um, so that's good. It was for most of the day, but it's kind of dried up here in the last like hour or so. Um, Rob is praying for a Buffalo win on Sunday. Hey, we'll see, man. Lock up a playoff spot with a win Sunday night. So they'd certainly, I think they're going to make the playoffs, but that would be a nice win for them to get it out of the way this early. Um, I just have a cold, Sutton. It started Monday, um, and it's not fully gone away yet. But I definitely feel better tonight than I did streaming Monday night. I feel like these commercials have been on for like 10 minutes now, but they haven't. It's only been like one. But anyway, we should be closing into puck drop here very, very close. Hopefully. Yeah, we're back from commercial break now, so I assume they're going to do the anthem, and then we'll have puck drop in about 3 minutes or so. Then obviously I'm going to try and keep up with the chat, but also call the game as well and keep you guys updated with everything that's going on the ice, as well as everything that's going on here in the group chat. So here's NFL Nation's story. This foreign language teacher called your notes useless while you were verbally fighting them, or while you were verbally fighting. So you responded with your notes and the class have something in common. Jesus, NFL Nation, you're getting in trouble at school a lot here, man. Between the run-in with the coach and now your foreign language teacher, you're going to be spending a lot of time in detention. Jesus. All right, so we have a pregame ceremony going on here. Not exactly sure what it is, but it looks like there's going to be a big ceremonial puck drop from a bunch of different people, and then the game will start. So this game's probably going to be starting a little later than normal due to all this pregame stuff going on right now. NFL Nation says he lives the thug life. Oh, Tim Thomas is there. Wow, we haven't seen Tim Thomas in a long time. Oh, this is the USA Hockey Hall of Fame inductees because Brian Giunta is there. So Thomas Giunta, Chrissy Wendell's there, two-time Olympic medalist, and Neil. Oh, so there's a pretty big ceremony going on right now, I guess. Oh, I didn't even notice that, Rob. Did that actually happen? Let me go back and check the scores. A few days ago, all the winning teams scored 5. Oh, you're right. Monday night, all the winning teams scored 5 goals. I didn't even notice that. That's wild. Wonder how many times that's happened in NHL history where the winning teams have won, all scored the same number of goals when they won. That's wild. Fire Strike's foreign language teacher lied to us at a class. Wait, what? I'm so confused by what you just said, Fire Strike. Lied to you about someone that I don't even, and then it proves that she's racist. I don't get that at all, but whatever. Hey, Panthers here. Welcome, man. Willow as well in the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Really, really appreciate it. Remember, please, guys, drop those likes. Let's get some thumbs up on this video before the game starts so we can get some more people in here. No, Willow, you're joking with me, Willow. Damn it. That is very, very interesting, Panther, to say the least. He's got a test on Friday. Yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to take it. What's your scary story, Sutton? Drop the scary story before the game starts, so we know what's going on. Rob's over here chanting Ovi. What the hell, Willow? That's such a weird thing to do in school. Why the hell would anyone do that? Took off his sock and then started sniffing it and threw it at the teacher. Man, that's mad weird. Why would anyone do that? Game hasn't started yet, Ace. We're still waiting on puck drop here. They just had a pre-game ceremony of some sort, but the game hasn't yet started. But I'll keep you guys updated when the game does start, and we'll do some play-by-play and keep you all up to date on the score and who's doing what. We're at commercial break now. Is this game ever going to start? So much for 7 o'clock. I get so annoyed. I get so annoyed when stuff takes like this much longer than it should. I don't think the score is going to be 22-7, Ace, considering this is hockey and not football. Probably not going to be that. Wait, your classmate said penis today while your sweetheart of a teacher was out of the room, and then she heard it and he got detention. That's mad funny. That is mad funny. Hey, Zach, welcome to the chat, Zach. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate having you here. Milan Lucic, when he was in a Bruins jersey versus Tom Wilson in a fight. Ooh, I would probably ooh, that's tough. Lucic was real tough when he first came into the league. Probably young Lucic, I would say, but that would be an A-plus fight right there. Anyway, we're about to have puck drop here. Yaroslav Halak in goal for Boston. Braden Holtby in goal for Washington. And we are underway in the nation's capital. Bruins Capitals underway. Boston controlling off the early faceoff, regrouping in their own zone. Chara up through the middle of the ice, gets deflected in the neutral zone, and we have a whistle, I believe, for offsides. Yeah, Chris, the Jets have been really, really surprisingly good so far this year. I can't believe they're as good as they have been, with that defense core especially. Sutton says he was at school and it was 11:34 and we needed the laptops. Library was closed. Teacher asked to volunteer, and he said that he would go. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Danny's predicting 5-2 Caps. Okay. I mean, the Capitals do usually beat the Bruins, so I wouldn't be surprised by that. Boston also not playing well as of late, as Marchand just gets run into the boards there with a pretty high hit from one of the Capitals forwards. I didn't see who that was. Yeah, Lucic's days are definitely over. I mean, he did score last night, but still, Lucic is a shell of his former self, to say the least, as the Capitals are regrouping through the neutral zone here, back to the D. Up back through the neutral zone, and that pass does not connect, but Kuznetsov's way ahead of everyone else. Keeps the play alive for Washington. Washington now trying to set up in the Boston zone. Oshie, Kuznetsov, and Verana is the line out for the Capitals, setting up in the offensive zone. Good chance in front, and they can't get it deflected on goal. Halak probably would have been there, but that was a solid opportunity for the Washington Capitals. Boston now struggling to get it out. Caps keep it in as Boston turns it over. Kuznetsov with a shot and a big save from Jaro Halak, who covers the puck. We have a whistle with 18-18 left in the first. Wow, damn, Sutton. That is definitely scary. If you went and you saw a figure taller than Zdeno Chara, wow. Vaughn's Wi-Fi sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, those are definitely surprises, Chris, for sure. Pionk didn't know what he was going to be like coming over from the Rangers, and then Lucas Spiza back in the NHL out of nowhere. Favorite Bruin other than Bobby? I mean, my favorite Bruin, just because of who I grew up with, is Patrice Bergeron. Patrice Bergeron's my favorite Bruin. So Boston now forechecking in the Capital zone. Caps look like they're going to get a pretty easy exit here, and they do. Out through the neutral zone. Halak way out of his net to play the puck and does keep it away from the Capitals forward. Caps keep it in the zone, however, and Halak makes the glove save. 17:35 remaining. Long shot from the point was Radko Gudas. Well, that's a pretty good story, Sutton. Sounds like you got a knack for telling scary stories. They just showed it on NBC. The Washington Capitals are 15-1 in their last 16 games against the Boston Bruins. That shows you what I mean when I say that the Bruins never beat the Capitals. But anyway, here's Washington now win the faceoff, setting up in the offensive zone. Nice play to the middle there. Now back to the point. Long shot wide of the net. Caps trying to keep the pressure on. Another nice save there from Halak. Capitals swarming with puck possession here. Fourth line out on the ice. Good strong shift here from the Caps. Orlov just wide of the far post. Could have easily been a goal there. Boston can't even get the puck out of their own zone. Caps keep it in again. That gets deflected up and out of play, and we're going to have another whistle here with 17:03 remaining. Garnet Hathaway threw that on goal, and it got deflected up and out of play. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, Lucas Spies is interesting. He's kind of floated around between the NHL and AHL for a while, and came into the league, was a pretty decent player when he first came into the league, then kind of really fell off. And yeah, he's found his way back to the NHL, which is good for him. So the Bruins win the face-off in the defensive zone. Bergeron, who else? And clear it out to the neutral zone, but the Caps gain possession in their own end here and regroup for another rush up ice. Ovechkin trying to get it to the middle, gets it through, but no one's home for Washington. They can't connect. And now here come Boston back up the other way. Holtby out behind the net. Boston's top line out there trying to get some offensive pressure going, which Boston's barely had any zone time in this game or puck possession. And the Capitals ice it. So that's going to be icing against the Caps, and Boston will get an offensive zone face-off here. Hey, there you go, Connor. Nice, man. You got the Bergeron jersey on. That's good. Wow, Jesus, Ace. Your grandma shoots 101 miles per hour. That is nuts. Hey, what's going on, TTC? Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for watching. Appreciate having you here. Hey, yeah, man, that's awesome. We got snow here too, where I live today, which is, I don't really mind the snow. I kind of like it. Too much gets to be annoying, but overall, I like snow. Down now, about 16 minutes remaining in the first. We're about 4 minutes into this game. It's been pretty much all Capitals so far, but we have no goals yet on the board. Caps regrouping behind their own net, looking for a breakout. DeBrusk forechecking for Boston. Caps send it over, turn it over in the neutral zone, and Boston's able to bring it back in. Danton Heinen drops it for Krug. Krug with a shot wide of the net, doesn't get it on goal. That's a spot where I really would like to see Krug actually hit the net. Should have made Holtby work for that one. But that was a quality chance for Boston, which have been few and far between so far in this game. Boston now the ones regrouping in their own zone. Capitals in on the forecheck. Boston just dumps it out to the neutral zone, and the Caps are going to be able to take possession and clear it back out. So now we're playing hot potato in the neutral zone as both teams just dump the puck back and forth. I mean, if you want NFL Nation, but you're already got a bunch of detentions lined up, so you might want to just lay low for a while. Hey, there you go, Sutton. Good job finishing your homework. As Halak covers the puck up there beside his net, and we'll have another face-off. Yeah, I hope so, Vaughn. Hope you don't have any more Wi-Fi problems, man. Good luck. Yeah. Now, the Oilers have been surprisingly good this year. The Oilers have been surprisingly good this year as well. A lot of teams have been. So here's Boston now exiting their zone through the neutral zone. That'd be wicked funny, NFL Nation, if Vaughn actually did that. And Boston ends up icing it, so the puck's going to come all the way back down to the Bruins' end. Oh, that was Nick Backstrom earlier who ran Marchand along the boards. Marchand wasn't too happy about that, but I think everyone's fine. Yeah, I would probably wait till your detentions are done, NFL Nation. You don't want to keep adding to it. Here's now Boston dumping it in. Holtby has to play the puck. Boston forechecking with their fourth line on the ice. Corrali, Wagner, and probably Nordstrom. I can't see who that is right. Yeah, it's Nordstrom. So Bruins fourth line looking again. Energy shift going here. Forechecking in on Washington, but Washington's able to exit to the neutral zone and dump it into the Boston end. Their fourth line is out on the ice as well. Big hit behind the net there on the Bruins defenseman. I think that was Clifton who got hit. And Boston has to dump it in and go for a line change. They do get it out of their zone. 14 minutes left in the first. Still no score between the Capitals and Bruins. Boston's played a little bit better the last couple of minutes, but I still think the Caps have largely controlled the play so far in this game. Now the first lines are out against each other, and I think Backstrom and Marchand are having a little talk here. Backstrom probably saying, sorry, my elbow slammed your head into the glass. That wasn't on purpose. We go to commercial break here. So while we're on commercial break, I just want to quickly remind you guys to please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We are always looking to grow this channel and add more people to the group. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button and give this stream a thumbs up. That really, really helps out the channel a lot and gets a lot more people in here watching. So would really appreciate it if you guys could like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see how the rest of this game goes. You can't watch the game on YouTube because of copyright reasons. It's copyrighted material. You can't show it on YouTube. You can only talk about it. Vaughn, they're very, very funny. Yeah, Sutton, we are getting close to Christmas. Christmas is a couple weeks away. About, right? Yeah, a couple weeks away. So we are getting close there, man, for sure. So we are at commercial break here. 0-0, obviously, in this game so far. No one's scored yet. Only two other games in the NHL tonight. Senators and Canadiens play at 7:30, so that game should be starting up in just a few minutes. And the Flyers and Avalanche are on at 9:30 tonight. That game is also on NBCSN. I'm not going to stream during that game, but I'll probably watch the first period That should be actually really fun matchup. Flyers are 17-8-5 this year and look pretty good. Avalanche are 19-8-3, so two good teams going there. That should be a fun one to watch. But yeah, pretty light night in the NHL tonight. Again, tomorrow there'll be a lot more games. There's a heavy slate of games again tomorrow night, just like there were last night in the league. So wow, Ace, that would be really funny if that were to actually work out. For sure. I would definitely laugh at that. Honestly, if you could ever actually get that to work, you should videotape that and make it your own YouTube channel. Yeah, there have Sutton from time to time, not all the time, but there certainly have been over the last couple of years. They come and go. Anyway, here's Boston now through the neutral zone. Carlo dumps it in on Holtby, and Boston gets in on the forecheck. Jake DeBrusk behind the net takes the puck away out to the point. Shot goes well wide. Carlo's out there. I'm assuming that's Krug with him. And the puck turns over, and the Capitals are able to get it out. Caps now keep it in the Boston end. Bruins trying to exit their zone. Good job there by Brett Ritchie to get it out. And now here comes Boston. Trying to get it to the middle to Ritchie. A good back check from the Caps, and they're able to take it away. Capital only 5 shots on goal so far in this game. Capitals out shooting Boston 3-2. But Caps definitely had the advantage in play early in this period. Boston's come back a little bit here. Started to get some zone time and some chances, so that's good. Yeah, really, Rob. Hopefully that doesn't become a problem again. Hey, Peter, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. 0-0 game here. 12 minutes left in the first. Yep, Peter's a Caps fan. I remember from the playoffs. And here's Boston trying to exit their zone. The Coyle line's on the ice. Charlie Coyle out there with who's he out there with? Boston's been switching their lines around. Dan Heinen, and I would say probably Anders Bjork would be the other one. Yeah, it's Anders Bjork out there. Yeah, Peter. I mentioned that earlier. NBC showed that on the screen a few minutes ago. Caps have won 15 of the last 16 meetings between these two teams. It's wild how there are certain teams that you just can't beat, and Colorado's another one for Boston. I can't remember the last time Boston's beaten Colorado. Even the year that the Avalanche were absolutely horrible, back in I think it was 2016-17, the Bruins still lost both games against the Avalanche. It's unbelievable. But Washington's like that. They cannot beat Washington. Boston able to exit the zone here. Sean Corrali dumps it in, gets in on the forecheck. Bruins 2 men in on the forecheck, but the Caps are still able to get it out. Yeah, for sure, Chris. And for Boston, there are just some teams that they own, and then there are other teams that they just cannot beat. Best team logo and worst team logo? That's a good question. That's interesting. Let me go look at all the logos here real quick. I don't know. I don't think any are like overly bad. None of them jump off this screen at me as like particularly bad. I really don't like the Kings current logo. I liked it better when it was just the crown. The Kings logo kind of sucks. Anaheim as well. So we got a goal. Pasternak, 26th goal of the season. This guy is unbelievable. Yeah, I would say the Kings and Ducks have pretty bad logos. I don't like the duck foot logo at all. I wish they'd go back to the Mighty Ducks logo that they used to have. As far as best one, I think there are a lot of good ones. That's a beautiful goal there. McAvoy with a fantastic pass, and Pastrnak just roofs it on Holtby. 1-0 Boston. And that's a nice lead. Boston has not been taking leads in recent games. They've been getting down early and having bad starts, and that's been an issue for them. To get the first goal in this game, I think that is huge. Yeah, I don't know about best logo, Sutton, but I would definitely say worst is either the Kings or the Ducks right now. But the Bruins have taken a 1-0 lead on David Pastrnak's 26th goal of the season. He's on pace right now for almost 70 goals this year. He's probably not going to keep up, but he's definitely looking like he's going to score at least 50 if he stays healthy. So the incredible season for Pasta continues. And now we've got a whistle, and back behind the plate, Chara and Wilson are going at it. Now, Chara, not really good with the balance. Wilson, we know Wilson's one of the toughest guys in the league. This is not going to be an easy fight for either of them. Pretty even, and they both go down. I don't know what Chara is saying to Wilson there. They definitely had words after that fight. I don't know if Wilson did something behind the play or if they just wanted to go. Wilson, that's only Tom Wilson's second fight this season, so he's been more of a scorer this year and really cut down on the penalty minutes. But him and Chara go at it, and I believe that's Chara's first fight this season. He's always good for 3 or 4 a year. But that was a pretty good scrap. Those are two guys that certainly know what they're doing with the gloves off and are very capable fighters. Sutton thinks that San Jose has the best logo. Yeah, San Jose's is very good. I think the Jets also, Chris, I agree, have a very good logo. Think, also I like Minnesota's logo as well. Minnesota has a really good logo. Chicago's. There are a lot of really, really good ones. Oh, God, I love Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson's great. Physical guy. Obviously can throw some massive hits, willing to drop the gloves. I would love Tom Wilson on my team, 100%. He's one of those guys you absolutely hate to play against, but he 100% you would love to have him on your team. Yeah, Vegas as well has a great logo. Wow, okay, I didn't know that, Rob. So apparently the Oilers are Buffalo's worst historical team to play against, and San Jose is their best. That is very, very interesting. Yeah, Wilson's definitely cut down on the penalty minutes, Danny. This year especially. He's not been in the box a whole lot this year. Again, that's only his second fight of the season. He hasn't been overly, he still throws hits and he's physical, but he hasn't been crossing the line. And it looks like Wilson just asked Chara to go there. Nothing was really going on behind the play. Wilson and Chara just meet up and drop the gloves. So, Wilson coming off a loss for the Capitals. They're coming off a loss. They get down 1-0 early on home ice. I think that's one of those fights that you used to see all the time that you really don't anymore, where Wilson was just like, hey, let's go, and they dropped the gloves and went. And it looks like Boston's gotten a power play out of this, so they must have given an extra 2 minutes to Wilson for, I don't know if it was roughing or whatever, but looks like they gave an extra 2 to Wilson for starting the fight, and Boston gets a power play here. So Caps clear early here, and Krug has to regroup for the Bruins. No, I do not, Sutton. Well, yeah, Wilson's a much better player than Ryan Reeves. Ryan Reeves, I think, is probably the best fighter in the league, but Wilson's a much better player. Reeves is an old school enforcer, and it's kind of I'm surprised, he's even lasted this long, to be honest with you, with the current way that the game is gone. But Wilson, Wilson's a 20-goal guy. Wilson's a legit player as well. He also happens to be really tough. Reeves is just there for toughness. So 50 seconds left on the power play here for Boston. 8.5 minutes left in the first period. David Krejci through the neutral zone. 40 seconds now, and the Caps are going to be able to clear again. Garnet Hathaway gets it out to the neutral zone, and Boston's going to have to regroup here. So not a very good power play at all for the Bruins. Down under 30 seconds left now. Yeah, Reeves is an absolute beast physically, but he's not nearly, the scorer that someone like Tom Wilson is. 15 seconds now left on the power play. One last chance for the Bruins to try and get something going here. Oh, this power play has been brutally bad. They haven't done anything so far. I don't think they've gotten a shot on goal. Coyle now to the middle of the ice, back to the point. Thought he was going to go to Grizzly. McAvoy sends it back down deep. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Caps are able to kill it off. No, Yaro Halak. Yeah, Hawks fan, you just missed Chara and Wilson dropped the gloves a couple minutes ago. You just missed it, man. It was a pretty good scrap too. But welcome to the stream, man, and thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Remember to drop that like. Really low number of likes on this video. I don't know. Normally, you guys are good about liking stuff. Please, guys, hit that like button and give the video a thumbs up. It's how we get more people in here. But welcome to the stream, Hawks fan. Appreciate it, man. Wow. So historically, the best team for the Bruins to play is the Coyotes. Boston seems to beat Arizona pretty much every time. And the worst is the Canadiens. And that obviously goes back a long, long way. What is going on? Thank you, Ace. I appreciate it. So Caps kill off the penalty here. Boston maintaining the 1-0 lead. We're not able to add to it on their power play, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Bruins setting up in the neutral zone. Krug dumps it back in. Marchand in on the forecheck along with Pastrnak. Pastrnak takes the puck away. Can't get it cleanly out in front, though, to Bergeron. And Boston now trying to set up and gain control in the offensive zone here. Nice high play there off the glass to Marchand. Marchand back to Krug at the point. Krug just has to dump it back in as we got heavy pressure there from the Caps defense. Krug with a long chance, and looks like he got hit after he released that shot. Might have been a blindside hit there. Krug's a little slow to get up. He does look okay, though. He's chirping at somebody. I don't know if he's chirping at the ref or someone on the Capitals. And he heads off to the bench. And we go to commercial, so we won't know what actually happened until we get back. Yeah, lately the Bruins have not been able to beat the Capitals at all, Sutton. It's been rough. But the Caps are the best team in the league this year. They're currently the top team in the league. They're on pace for the President's Trophy. So, it's a tough matchup anytime Boston plays the Capitals. Hey, Hot Take Hockey is here in the stream. Thank you so much for watching, man. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. This has been a pretty good game so far. We've got Boston with the 1-0 lead over the Capitals. Good fight between Tom Wilson and Zdeno Chara, and it's been a pretty solid period so far for both of these teams. Let's see. NFL Nation says the best game of the playoffs last year was Bees Blue Jackets Game 5. Ooh. I'm trying to think back to that game now, NFL Nation. Honestly, I feel like I wasn't home for that one. I feel like I missed most of that one, unfortunately. There were a lot of great games in the playoffs last year. I mean, playoff hockey. Playoff hockey, there's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. So Krug took this shot at the point, and then he got his leg taken out from behind. That's what happened there. So that definitely was a penalty. Tripping call against Jakub Vrana of the Capitals. And Boston will be back to the power play here for 2 more minutes. Yeah, Krug got his leg kicked out from behind. So that's what he was not happy about as that play ended and we went to commercial break. So here comes Boston now into the offensive zone. Jake DeBrusk dumps it in. Braden Holtby stops it behind the net. Caps are going to look for a quick exit here. Bruins forecheck doesn't allow it. Marchand now, and it's back to the point. Over to Krug, who looks no worse for wear. Able to pass it across. Strong defense there on the penalty kill from the Caps to get a stick on it. Pastrnak would have had a one-timer opportunity had the Caps not been able to stop that. And we've got a whistle here as the puck goes out of play. 1:17 left on the power play. Let's see. Rob is using Pro Hockey Reference. Hey. Yeah, no, Pro Hockey Reference is a good thing to use, though, Rob. Quality source there. So, yeah, Vaughn's having some Wi-Fi problems tonight, but glad to see you still here in the chat, Vaughn. Appreciate it, man. I don't remember, Danny, if that was the overtime game or not. It might have been. But anyway, here's Bergeron into the offensive zone. Krug back at the point. Boston looking a little bit better on this power play than they did on their first one for sure. At least they're getting zone time this time. Yeah, no, I definitely, hot take, you're right about that. The Stars and Blues had some incredibly good games. And we got another goal there for Boston. 2-0 lead. Let's go. And Jakub Vrana's tripping penalty comes back to haunt them as Patrice Bergeron nets another goal. He had one last game as well. Boston takes the 2-0 lead right here on the power play. Bergeron just in front of the net. Beautiful pass from DeBrusk back out in front. First shot gets stopped by Holtby. He doesn't control the rebound, however, and Bergeron pots his 10th goal of the season. And we've got a Boston Bruins 2-0 lead here over the Capitals. You do not see this very often. Caps are usually a team that dominates Boston, but tonight, I don't want to jinx anything, but tonight's going a little differently so far. Yeah, that OT loss, Danny, was a tough one, but good thing Boston was able to come back and win that series, man. And now they're challenging it. It looks like a pretty clean goal to me. I don't know what they're challenging here. Offsides, apparently, because the linesmen are the ones going over to look at it, so they're challenging offsides. All right. Now this just gets a little more interesting. Maybe it's not 2-0. Now remember, it's a penalty if you challenge for offsides and are wrong. It's a penalty. Oh, that was 100% off. I'm thinking that's offsides. That goal's coming back. The Bruins player definitely lifted his back skate off the ice. Yeah, I really think this goal is going to end up coming back. Oh, yeah, I think this goal is coming back. Hey, Nick, welcome to the chat, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, yes, thank you, Hot Take Hockey, so much. Really, really appreciate that, John. Would definitely love to get to 2K. 1K was a 2-year grind for me from starting this channel to when I got to it. Took about 2 full years. So things have definitely picked up since I hit the 1K mark, which is awesome. But 100% would love to get to 2K and then just keep going from there. But thank you so much for supporting, man. Really appreciate it. And we are, yeah, that was 100% offsides. Can't argue that one. Goal doesn't count. We are back to 1-0. So Varane is still in the box, but that goal does not count. And we'll see if maybe Boston can still find a way to capitalize on this and get a goal here. But no, I mean that's not the ref's fault. Like that play was clearly offsides, NFL Nation. Um, it just you can't argue with it. Even though I'm a Bruins fan, you can't argue with it. It was the right call. That was offside. So there's still a minute and 2 seconds remaining on the power play here. Boston still does have a chance to score. 4:40 remaining in the first period. But we're back to a 1-goal game here, which does kind of suck for the Bruins, but the right call was made. So here we go now. Under 4.5 minutes, Bruins through the neutral zone. Pastrnak up to Bergeron. Bergeron takes it in with possession. Trying to get it to the middle here. Good chance there for DeBrusk in the middle, but the shot goes wide. Boston keeps it in. Torrey Krug is exceptionally good at keeping the puck in the zone when the other team tries to clear. I don't know how he just kept that last one in. This one, finally, the Caps are able to clear. And with 15 seconds left on the power play, that's just about going to do it. Bruins might get one more rush opportunity. Wow, Hathaway almost just missed a huge hit there on Brad Marchand in the neutral zone. That was about a foot away from being a huge open ice collision. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. The penalty is ended. Washington kills it off. And now Jakub Vrana streaking up the side, saved by Halak up. Stays in the Bruins zone, however. Unable to clear it. Caps keep it in. Long shot from Nick Jensen goes wide. Jensen gets it back on the Karam off the boards. Sends it out behind the net, but gets it knocked down by the Bruins defense. Boston now going to try and break out of their zone. Caps in on the forecheck. Yeah, Rob, being from Buffalo, is not a fan of either Pittsburgh or Boston sports, to say the least. Oh, 100% Sutton. Krug, I think, is Boston's best defenseman at this point. He I think is certainly one of, if not their best defenseman at this point. Yes, Dave, Coyle's playing tonight. He's been out there. Hasn't played a whole lot. With Krejci and Bergeron both healthy, Coyle's dropped back to the third-line center role, and his ice time's really gone down. Good chance there for the Capitals on a strong rush from John Carlson, but Halak comes up big with a save. So, yes, Coyle is playing, but his ice time has diminished with Patrice Bergeron being back in the lineup. And I think I've only said Coyle's name once or twice tonight. He really hasn't done a whole lot. There's a great rush there through the middle by Backstrom and Carlson gets a shot on goal. Big-time save, though, there from Jaro Halak. Rask is the better goalie, but Halak has been very, very good as well. Halak's an A-plus backup goaltender. He really could be a starter probably on other teams, but Boston has a great duo in Rask and Halak. And but Rask is definitely the number one. Well, I mean, that goal shouldn't have counted. It was offsides. I mean, it sucks that they got the goal taken away, but the right call was made. That play was clearly offsides. The player entered the zone before the puck. He lifted his back skate up, and that put him offsides, which sucks, but that happens a lot, unfortunately. No, Rask is the clear number one. But Halak's having a great season in a backup role. He's been a rock back there when they've needed him to be. So they're talking about John Carlson here for the Capitals, who is currently on pace for 110 points this season. We haven't seen a 100-point season from a defenseman since Brian Leetch did it over 25 years ago. I don't think Carlson gets to 100 points this year, but it's just insane the pace that he is on right now. Good forecheck here from Boston, trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Unable to do it, though, as the Caps clear. Here come the Capitals into the Bruins' end, looking to tie this game up. They turn the puck over, however. Here comes Brett Ritchie up ice. Ritchie, nice stand-up hit there by Carlson in the defensive zone. He gets it up now to Kuznetsov, who's able to bring it into the Boston end. Now Carlson over. Great opportunity, and how do they not score there? Ovechkin all alone in front, and he's not able to get the puck by Halak. Final minute now of the first period. I don't know how Alex Ovechkin didn't score that goal there. That is absolutely unbelievable. Wow. Grade A opportunity, and the Caps don't capitalize, no pun intended. And now Boston's able to bring it into the Capitals zone. Fourth line out here for the Bruins. Shot goes wide. Probably got deflected, I would think. That wasn't even close. Yeah, I don't know how Ovechkin didn't score there. And I believe now we have a high sticking call coming up against the Bruins. I mean, Ovechkin is all alone right in front, and he just pulls the puck back and loses it. Doesn't even get the shot off, just loses the puck. Would have been an easy tap-in goal with into a wide-open net. But now the Caps are going onto the power play as we got a high sticking call against Joachim Nordstrom. 33 and a half seconds left in the period. So we will have the Capitals starting the second period on a power play unless they are able to score here in the they are able to score here in the last 30 seconds, which who knows. So we're winding down the final seconds here. 2-1, end of the first period. So Boston holds their lead, takes a 1-0 Boston 1-0 lead at the end of the first. I'm trying to type and think at the same time here, and it's not working. Yeah, probably not. I think he just lost the puck on his stick there and wasn't able to tap it in. Would have had an easy goal there. Rare that you see Alex Ovechkin miss chances like that. But anyway, Capitals will start the second period on the power play. There's still about a minute and a half left on that penalty to Nordstrom, so they'll have an opportunity to tie this game up at the start. Boston keeps their lead, at least for this period. Could have been 2-0, but the second goal was called back for offsides, which is unfortunate, but the way that it goes sometimes. And we are now at intermission, so we've got 18 minutes to kill, guys. Intermission, nothing going on. The Montreal-Ottawa game is probably underway, so let's check the score on that one, see if they've had any action yet. Nope, still scoreless between the Canadiens and Senators. About 7 minutes into that game. Let's see, anything else happen? Nothing really of note. So that's the only other game going on right now. Later tonight, we have the Flyers in Avalanche in what should be a pretty fun cross-conference game. David S. says that the Capitals coach should shave his head. I mean, yeah, he's mostly bald already, so he might as well. But thank you for watching, David. Appreciate it. Glad that you're here. You bet on the Capitals. Well, it's only the end of the first period. So the Caps still have plenty of time to come back and win this game. So I wouldn't worry too much yet. It's only the end of the first period. Oh, wow. So Buffalo has a real back and forth matchup with Montreal division. So can't say I'm surprised by that, to say the least. That's generally how it goes. So let's Let's keep the chat active, guys. Here we got time to kill. There's nothing going on right now. We're between periods, so we certainly need a need something to talk about here at intermission. Hey, where's Vaughn? I need Vaughn in the chat. The Sharks have fired Peter DeBoer. So we have breaking news here. We've got breaking news here. The Sharks have fired Peter DeBoer. He is out as San Jose head coach. So that another coach bites the dust here. The fifth coach to be fired this season in the NHL. Wow. So the Sharks had a really, really bad start to the season. Then they started to get better. Um, they started to get better and they climbed the standings a little bit, but now they haven't been as good in their last few games. They've dropped out of a playoff spot. They're back under 500, and Peter DeBoer is gone. So wow, that is a not exactly shocking, but interesting timing to say the least. Now, this, it is being said, is a hockey decision. It has nothing to do with the way like Montgomery was fired or Bill Peters or anything like that. So this is purely a hockey decision. The Sharks are not performing right now, and now they're going to get a new head coach. So it's all over Twitter right now. I have not seen anything about I have not seen anything about who his replacement is going to be, but Peter DeBoer is out as head coach of the Flyers of the Sharks, and I will probably be doing a video about that after this stream. I'll do a quick like 2-3 minute thing about it, um, just with my thoughts on that. But yeah, wow. So DeBoer done in DeBoer is all done in San Jose. Really, Rob? That's interesting. Their back and forth rival is the Coyotes, and that's interesting because they don't play that often. You know, Washington and Arizona only play twice a year because they're obviously not in the same conference. So, wow. Okay. Anyway, here, I'm going to do my fight alert tweet for the Chara Wilson fight. Right now, we have virtually nobody in the chat at this point. I don't know what's going on tonight. The likes are low, the viewers are low. Usually Wednesday nights, and especially Caps and Bruins, usually those are good matchups. But for whatever reason, tonight's a slow night. I don't know if there's something else going on or what, or if people are just busy. Let's see. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this tweet. Yeah, I don't know, Danny. This might just be a slow night. That seems to be the way it's going. Maybe it'll pick up as the game goes along. I'm not sure. Even most of our usuals aren't here tonight. Like usually there's like 8 to 10 guys who are always here, and even the usuals aren't here tonight. So maybe it's just one of those nights where people have other stuff going on and are busy. NFL Nation says he loves it when the Caps choke. Well, I don't know if they're going to be choking this year. Yeah, lots of firing this year. This has been a very heavy year for firings in the NHL. 5 already, and we're not even to Christmas yet. That is absolutely insane. I can't remember anything else. I mean, usually at the end of the season, you get a good number of firings, but to have this many guys fired before Christmas, I don't remember ever seeing another year like this. where this many guys are gone before even the new year. So, and I think you're going to get a slew of more firings at the end of the season. I think Bruce Boudreau in Minnesota is likely to get canned. I think Jeff Blashill in Detroit at some point is going to get canned. Probably some others as well. So this is going to be a very heavy year for firings in the NHL. But yeah, breaking news: Peter DeBoer gone. I'll definitely do a video on that after this stream, so check that out when that eventually gets done. Not exactly shocking, but I don't know. It seemed like I wasn't expecting it like right away like that. Definitely wasn't expecting it right away. NFL Nation says that the Islanders are going to win the Cup this year, 2020 Stanley Cup this season. He says going to the New York Islanders. Isles are a good team, currently sitting 7 points behind Washington with 3 less games played in the Metro Division. Very, very good defensively, getting spectacular goaltending from their 2 goalies. Certainly a possibility. Islanders went to the second round last year. Maybe they go even further this year, and maybe they go all the way to win the Cup. Definitely seems possible with this team. Well, yeah, so they're talking about it now. Sharks fire head coach Peter DeBoer. So Darren Drager is on NBC right now talking about it. I might try and turn the volume up a little bit to hear what he's saying. I don't want it loud enough to where you guys can hear it and I could get a copyright strike. But I do kind of want to hear what Drager has to say about this. He had 2 years, so he had this year and next year left on his contract. Obviously, he's going to get paid, but he's not coaching the team. Okay, so they do not have a replacement named yet. Doug Wilson, the GM, is meeting with his assistants now or in the near future, and they do not have a replacement named yet for Peter DeBoer in San Jose. So the Sharks are on a 5-game losing streak, which I honestly wasn't even aware of. I didn't notice that at the time. But the Sharks have lost 5 in a row now. So obviously, they felt that the time was now after the terrible start. They had a chance at coming back and turning things around, but now they've lost a bunch of games in a row again. So the Sharks are not happy with the current direction of the team, and Peter DeBoer is out. So yes, welcome back, Fire Strike. Yes, Peter DeBoer fired. Now, where did you hear that Bob Boughner is going to be the new coach? Because Darren Drager was just on NBC, and he said that they have not yet named an interim head coach. So maybe you've got more information at this point, but I have not heard anything about a new coach in San Jose. All I'm seeing is that Peter DeBoer is out. And there's now 5 coaching changes this year in the NHL. And fun fact, 5 coaching changes since the Detroit Red Wings have last won a game. So think about that. That just goes to show how bad Detroit is. All right, I will check Twitter and see what we're saying here. Elliot Friedman. No, all right. So Friedman's last tweet says that no confirmation yet, but Bob Boughner is expected to take over in San Jose. So Boughner was last coach of the Florida Panthers the last 2 seasons, and then he was fired at the end of last year in Florida after failing to make the playoffs. And Joel Quenneville obviously took over the Panthers. Bob Boughner expected now to take over the San Jose Sharks after they have fired Peter DeBoer tonight. So I will be doing a video on the DeBoer firing after this stream, probably just a quick one, 3-4 minutes with some thoughts on it, and talk about that. But the Sharks on not having the season that they were expecting. Obviously, they've are well out of a playoff spot at this point, behind a number of teams in the Pacific, and they were hoping to have a better year, certainly, than they did. Yeah, I did fire strike. I checked Friedman's Twitter, and you are right. Looks no, it's not confirmed yet, but it looks like Bob Bugner is expected to be the one to take over in San Jose. So changes coming behind the bench for the San Jose Sharks. Breaking news just in the last few minutes. Hey, welcome back, Vaughn. Welcome, Waleed. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please remember to drop that like if you haven't already. And Vaughn, we got some big news for your Sharks, man. Peter DeBoer fired, and it looks like Bob Bugner is expected to take over as the new head coach of the San Jose Sharks. So, big news after the Sharks' fifth straight loss against Nashville the other night. DeBoer's gone. He's out. Hockey decision, and they've had enough of Peter DeBoer in San Jose. So they're showing highlights here. No score still. 7 minutes left in the first period between the Senators and Canadians. So that's the only other game. That's the only other game going on right now in the NHL. Well, I appreciate you checking in, Waleed. Glad you could stop in. Good luck studying. Good luck on your test. Hope you nail it and get 100. And I appreciate your support for this channel without a doubt, man. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, all right. So Vaughn seems pretty happy that Peter DeBoer is out in San Jose. He says that Peter DeBoer sucks ass. So Vaughn's probably pretty happy about this. Um, See, Rob still on Pro Hockey Reference checking all this out. Vancouver dominates Columbus, which is interesting because, again, they don't play each other that often. They get beat by the Knights, so Vegas usually beats Vancouver, and they go back and forth with San Jose. So interesting there. Um, Great information on teams and records against other teams that you're getting, Rob. I appreciate this. These are really cool, kind of under the radar facts to know for sure. But anyway, guys, we're on commercial. We're at intermission. The second period should be getting puck dropped here pretty soon as we get going here for the rest of this game. We're at commercial break now, though. I want to remind everyone to please subscribe to the channel if you're new. That would greatly is appreciated as we look to grow this channel and add more and more subscribers every day. And hit that like button if you haven't already, and give this stream a thumbs up. That helps out a lot in getting more people in the chat and more people watching, and it just makes the overall stream experience better for everyone. So like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully we should be getting puck drop here very, very soon for the second period. Oh, wow. They are cleaning house then. Other members of the coaching staff fired as well. Steve Spott and Johan Hedberg fired. So they are cleaning house in San Jose. Vaughn says that the Wi-Fi sucks on his laptop, so he's watching on his phone. Well, any way you can watch, man, it's greatly appreciated. Vaughn, I thank you so much for being here. Wow. So San Jose making big time changes. Yeah, complete hockey news here with a funny post. The San Jose Sharks have relieved head coach Peter DeBoer from his duties for hockey-related reasons. He didn't abuse anyone. They just thought he was doing a bad job. So that is pretty funny there from Complete Hockey News on Facebook. But yeah, no, I don't think it's really surprising, Danny. The Sharks have really underperformed this year. They're definitely a team that needs to win now, and they are not winning now. They're on a 5-game losing streak. They had a horrible start to the season. So really, it's about time with DeBoer. And what is surprising, though, is he is now the 5th coach to be fired this season already, which is a lot for the NHL. 5 coaches gone, and we're not even to Christmas yet. This has certainly been a year of change with the NHL for sure. But anyway, puck is dropped here in the second period. As you can see, I've moved the computer back. Minute 20 remaining on the power play for the Capitals, who are down 1-0 against the Boston Bruins tonight. Yeah, that was a time of slow hockey, Rob, and the neutral zone trap. Not a lot of scoring. Is Boston with a shorthanded opportunity here. As Marchand takes the puck away. Shot in on Holtby. Tries to get it, wrap around, and it just can't wrap it in the near post. Great shorthanded chance there for the Bruins, but Marchand couldn't end up scoring. Holtby made the save, and then he wasn't able to complete the wraparound on the rebound. 40 seconds left on the power play. Boston clears it all the way down the ice again. Kuznetsov has to go and regroup here in their own zone. Chara on the penalty kill, and that's going to be icing on the power play against the Capitals. Not a good icing, certainly there to take if you're Washington, and we get a whistle. Yeah, I had San Jose in the playoffs before this season started, but they're out of a playoff spot right now, and they have been struggling as of late. Wow, NFL Nation, you really think so? You think I'll get to 10K during the playoffs? I don't know about that, man. I mean, that would obviously be absolutely incredible if I did, and awesome. I just don't know if that's going to happen. That 10K is a lot. I definitely think that 3 or 4, maybe even 5K is possible in the playoffs, but I don't know. 10 is a lot. That is a lot. Holy crap. What's happening to Nashville? Well, Nashville's played less games than a lot of other teams, which doesn't help out as far as points go because obviously they've played less. But Nashville right now is 4 points out of a playoff spot. They've only played 29 games, so they're one of the few teams that hasn't played 30 games yet. They're 14-10-5 on the season. They certainly haven't been great. They've not had a good start, but Nashville is definitely a team that they're a veteran group. They're usually good. They obviously have a lot of talent on the roster. I think that they're a team that absolutely will pull themselves into a playoff spot and end up making the playoffs this year. Too many men on the ice. Penalty against the Washington Capitals. So Boston is going to get another power play opportunity here. They have not scored on either of their first 2. They get a third chance here on the power play. Too many men on the ice. Brendan Leipsic is serving it for the Caps, and Boston will look to extend their lead here, setting up in the offensive zone. Devils fans want Peter DeBoer back. I mean, that maybe is a possibility. We'll see. Maybe that is a possibility. Devils have an interim coach right now. We'll be looking for a new full-time coach. Maybe DeBoer does go back to New Jersey. No, San Jose was a good team last year, and they've got a good roster. They are a team that lost a decent amount this offseason, a lot of their depth. They lost Joe Pavelski as well, but I knew we'd see a step back from San Jose. I didn't think that we'd see this big of a drop-off in the Sharks. Chance here for Boston right in front in the shot. I don't know if Holtby got that with a blocker, if it got deflected wide, but either way, it stays out of the net, and Boston unable to score on a great opportunity there. And we got a whistle back behind the net here. I'm not exactly sure what the whistle blew for. But we're halfway through this power play, and Holtby with a nice save on that deflected shot, and that comes right back out in front. And Bergeron just not able to put that in the net. Yeah, that is absolutely a ridiculous contract, Danny. Well, baseball doesn't have a salary cap, so these teams can spend as much as they want. And when you don't have a salary cap, I mean, you end up with $36 million per year contracts. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. No athlete is worth $36 million. Like, that's insane. It's interesting, Rob. Chunka, enough. It's interesting, Rob, to say the least. Does make sense, though. And it certainly was a time of slow, low-scoring defensive hockey, which wasn't always all that fun to watch, for sure. Yeah, no, there's no salary cap in baseball. Teams can spend as much money as they want. There's only a luxury tax, which you have to pay more if you spend a lot of money, but you're allowed to spend that money. Hockey has a hard cap. You cannot go over this certain number. And baseball doesn't have that. Hey, Eddie, welcome to the chat, man. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Glad to have you here for sure, man. And we got a penalty coming up against Boston. So Bruins unable to score on their power play. And now Chris Wagner's going to the box for Boston. And the Caps are going to get a chance on the power play here with 16:12 remaining in the second period. Wagner and Hathaway behind the play. I'm not sure what Wagner did exactly. Looks like maybe holding. He grabbed onto him there. I don't know. It looks like Hathaway might have been the one holding Wagner. That was an interesting call there for sure. But either way, Caps to the power play here. An interference call against Wagner. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Interference against Wagner. And Caps with a chance to tie this game on the power play. Yeah, baseball 100% depends on the market size because the big markets have all this money to spend. They can spend 300 and whatever million, 324 million on a one player. The Yankees can do that. The Baltimore Orioles can't. The Kansas City Royals can't. So it all depends on market size and money in baseball. Good. Capitals all alone in front. And they're able to score on the power play. TJ Oshie ties the game up. We have a 1-1 game. Caps tie it up finally. I don't know what happened defensively there for Boston, but TJ Oshie was all alone with no one near him right in front of the goalie. I have no idea how you leave him alone like that. Kuznetsov brings it in. Backstrom kept it at the point, and then no one even close to TJ. What are Carlo and Chara doing? What are they doing? Neither defenseman is anywhere close to TJ Oshie, who just has the puck all alone in front of the net. I mean, Halak can't do anything about that. The first shot went off the crossbar and wasn't a goal, but then the rebound goes behind Halak and empty net tap in for Oshie. I mean, where is Boston's defense there? What are they doing? Oh my God, what a brutal goal to give up there. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, but we've got a tie game as the Capitals are able to tie it up. Yeah, well, that does make sense, Rob. Your reasoning certainly makes sense. And Vaughn, I'm pretty sure that Bob Bugner is going to be named the next head coach of San Jose. That's at least the thought right now. Um, I don't think it's definitely not going to be Bill Peters. That's for sure. Evander Kane plays on the San Jose Sharks. Bill Peters is absolutely not going to be the next head coach of the Sharks. So offensive zone faceoff here for the Bruins. Vaughn, I just saw your Instagram story about DeBoer. You're obviously very happy that he's been fired as a Sharks fan. Um, Eddie, that's a good question. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, Eddie. Um, Jim Montgomery was let go for unprofessional conduct, and that's all anybody has said about it. Nobody's given any details or description of what he actually did. Everyone's staying hush hush. Apparently, it was not abuse or race related or anything like that. That the Bill Peters fire or resignation was. Um, but it's a really weird situation in Dallas. The San Jose one obviously is a hockey decision. The Sharks have lost 5 in a row and have been really disappointing this year. The Dallas one, we just don't know. I'm sure we're going to eventually find out because at this day and age with the internet and social media and everything comes out eventually. But it's weird how quiet everyone's been about it, man. I don't know. Yeah, fire strike. I don't think that would be a very good idea either. Um, he's definitely not going to be coaching in the NBA. So we have a 1-1 tie game here, about 7 minutes into the second period. Boston scored in the first period. The Capitals tied it up here in the second on the power play. Forechecking now. Bergeron trying to exit the zone for the Bruins. Dumps it out to the neutral zone where the Capitals retake possession and dump it back in. Yeah, I hadn't even heard that, Eddie. There's been a lot of rumors swirling around, um, but nothing's been confirmed yet. There's tons of speculation right now, tons of rumors. People are coming up with all different kinds of stories and stuff that it could be, but none of it's confirmed. We don't know what's true and what's not. All we know is that Montgomery is not the head coach of the Stars anymore, and it's because of unprofessional conduct, and that's all anyone said to this point. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? We really have no idea um, what it actually was. Mike Babcock to San Jose. Ooh, I don't think we're gonna have another goal here for the Capitals, and it's TJ Oshie again. 2-1 Caps take the lead. TJ Oshie with his second goal of the period. He's officially now on Hattie watch, and he gets in behind the Bruins defense again and backhand roofs it on Yarrow Halak. Connor Clifton, what are you doing? Brutal defense there from Clifton. Got turned inside out by Oshie. McAvoy's not back, and he backhand roof jobs it on Halak. Beautiful goal from Oshie, who now has 13 on the season. So Oshie, another productive goal scoring year where it looks like he's going to be scoring somewhere between 25 and 30 goals. Big Selly afterwards, and the Capitals now take the 2-1 lead. Like I said, just because Boston took the lead early in this game, the Bruins do not win against the Capitals. That puck quickly gets in on goal. Now we got some pushing and shoving behind the net here between Jonas Siegenhalter and it looks like Joakim Nordstrom for Boston. Yeah, what a goal from Oshie. That was a beauty right there. Oshie's a guy that scores a lot of dirty goals, a lot of rebound goals. That was an absolute beauty. In behind Boston's defense and backhand roof job. So here we are on commercial break here. The Capitals have completely taken over this game in this period and are kind of handing it to Boston right now. They've scored 2 unanswered, both by TJ Oshie, and it's now a 2-1 Caps lead. Checking in on the other game going on right now, the Montreal Canadiens have taken a 1-0 lead over the Ottawa Senators. So the Canadiens look like on home ice looking to pick up a big 2 points against a team below them in the standings. Montreal's been playing a little bit better as of late. Remember, they had that really long losing streak. A lot of talk about Claude Julien getting fired. They dropped well out of a playoff spot. Things weren't looking good. They're back to 34 points through 31 games, 14, 11, and 6 on the season. And if they pick up 2 points tonight, they will knock Florida out of a playoff spot, go to tied with Buffalo at 36 points, and be back into playoff position. Yeah, I don't think Bill Peters is going to be coaching anywhere anytime soon, Vaughn. Think he needs to lay low for a while, to say the least, if he even ever coaches again. Rob, I don't understand your last message there. I'm not sure what. Be more clear, I guess. I don't know what you mean. 66 points per the Sabres. The Sabres are at 36 right now. I don't know who you're talking about. No, Vaughn, why are you talking about Bill Peters so much? Nobody's hiring Bill Peters. Hey, THG, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here, as always. Yeah, Eddie, I'm not sure what Rob is saying there about the Sabres and 600th point by 06. Like, I don't know who he's talking about. No icing there. The Caps are exiting their zone here. Boston scored the first goal, and then TJ Oshie has scored the 2 goals in a row for the Capitals here in the last 4 minutes. And the Caps now have a 2-1 lead. It's been a pretty decent game, competitive game. Capitals have been the better team. Had a really nice fight earlier between Tom Wilson and Zdeno Chara. And but yeah, the Caps have the 2-1 lead, and that's about it so far. Good shot there, well wide of the net for Danton Heinen, not even close. 10 minutes now left in the second period as we reach the halfway point of this game. No, I agree with you on that, Peter. TJ Oshie is a very, very good player, and I think he's underrated. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. Oh, you're talking about Miroslav Shatan. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, yes, that does make sense. 100%. I didn't realize you were talking about Miroslav Shatan, Rob. Now that makes sense. Sorry, give the quick nose a blow there. Nose has been better tonight than it was on Monday for sure, but still definitely a little bit of a cold going on here. So Caps dump it into the Boston zone. In on the forecheck. Bruins trying to get it out. They do. Brett Ritchie into the neutral zone. Looks like it just dump it in, dude. There finally dumps it in. Unable to maintain possession, however. Capitals now into the Boston zone. Tom Wilson, long shot. Yaroslav Halak gloves it and covers it to get a whistle with 8:50 remaining here in the second period. And we're going to another commercial break now with under 10 minutes to go in the second. So remember, guys, please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. It greatly helps out the channel and getting more people in here. Subscribe if you're new and happen to be watching. Do hockey content almost every day. Always looking to grow this channel. Thank you guys so much for all your support and watching. And let's see how the rest of this game goes as we are now under 10 minutes remaining in the second period. Capitals with a 2-1 lead. We're on commercial break here. See, Fire Strike says this autistic girl in his science class who puts headphones in during class and starts sprinting around the room and singing and then goes, whenever the teacher talks to her. Well, yeah, I guess things like that happen from time to time. Hey, Patrick, man, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's definitely been a long, long time, dude. I'm glad you could tune in and watch. Really appreciate it. It's certainly been a while, man. Good to see you and talk to you. Not too much going on. I mean, the channel's over 1K subs now. We've had a good year so far, and just streaming some good hockey, talking about what's been a pretty interesting NHL season so far. Yeah, no, Vaughn, that's completely fake. 100% not real. I'm not even going to attempt to believe you on that. It's no, that's not true, THG. He's completely making that up. How do line so generally, Peter, at least how line changes worked when I played hockey was the coach would basically, like, when my team, we had our lines were based on the color of our practice jersey. So we had the blue line, the green line, the orange line, the black line, whatever the color of your practice jersey was. And the coach would just yell out the number of or the color of the jersey, and that's what line would go out. And you were told you were up next long before, like, you actually had to go out, and you got next in line ready to go. And when he said orange or black or whatever color your jersey was, you guys were the next group up, and you guys went out at the next change. So I don't know how. I'm sure different coaches do it different ways. I'm not sure how the NHL necessarily NHL teams do it, but from my experience, that's how line change worked when I played and how we did it. Yeah, Patrick, I know you've been here. You've been around a long time, but it's been a while since we've seen you, so I appreciate you coming back, man, for sure. Yeah, you're definitely not going to lose this. Yeah, losing this. Imagine, I can't even imagine that. Losing the Stanley Cup on a shootout. That's just not real. That's not happening. They will never have shootouts in the playoffs. That's not happening. Yeah, that's just Tuukka's natural look, Rob. I mean, Tuukka's had a great season this year. He's got a 927 save percentage. Um, he's got 13 wins on the season. Like, Tuukka's having a great year. He doesn't have anything to be pissed about, but that's just how he naturally looks, dude. Hey, damn, Patrick, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. You're going to Holy Cross? Nice. Same city I went to college in, man. I didn't go to Holy Cross. I went to Worcester State, but I've seen the Holy Cross campus, and I've been up there, dude. Congratulations. No, they are not going to shootouts in the playoffs, Vaughn. That's not happening. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if they're keeping Rask away from the Capitals on purpose or if it's just the way that the games have lined up because the Bruins play again tomorrow night. So they play Tampa Bay tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure Rask usually plays well against Tampa Bay. So I think that they want Rask to play tomorrow against the Lightning, so they let Halak take this game tonight. Good chance there by Marchand right from the slot. Holtby comes up with a nice shoulder save. Yeah, for sure, Danny. It would have been awesome if we went to Holy Cross. Definitely would have been different than Worcester State for sure, man. Hey, that's awesome. The Worcester Railers became a team my senior year of college. I never got to a game. I never saw them play, but I did do my senior project as was a marketing plan about them. Um, but I never actually got to see them play. But it's good that they're doing good. I know that they do pretty well attendance wise for the ECHL, so that's good to see hockey getting support again in Worcester. That's nice because there was a while there after the Sharks left, there was no hockey in Worcester except for college. Um, but they got an ECHL team now, which is cool. Man, Peter Holtby's an unrestricted free agent at the end of this year. He might be gone this season. Caps aren't going to have the cap space to re-sign him and Nick Backstrom. So this might be Braden Holtby's final year with the Capitals. He's UFA. He's a UFA at the end of this season. Ooh, that doesn't look good for McAvoy, who's down behind the net. Yeah, but by the time you get to the expansion draft, Peter, Holtby might not even be on the Capitals. So that might not be a problem come expansion draft time. You might be protecting Ilya Samsonov, and that's it. Yeah, man, Patrick, New Jersey, what a disappointment this year. They go out in the offseason, they get PK Subban, they get Wayne Simmons, they get Nikita Gusev, they draft Jack Hughes. They have all these expectations going into the year, and they are once again one of the absolute worst teams in the league. Um, brutal, brutal year for New Jersey. I can't imagine being a fan of that team. Just talk about a devastating season. Because shootouts suck, Vaughn. That's why, and it would ruin the playoffs. It would absolutely ruin the playoffs. International hockey sucks. I don't even like watching international hockey. I think it blows. Yeah, well, that's all right. They don't have to worry about having Taylor Hall for much longer, man. He's 100% going to get traded before the deadline. They have no reason to keep him. He's not re-signing there. They're not going anywhere. Um, he's going to be in another uniform come trade deadline time. Maybe a Colorado Avalanche uniform. Maybe a Nashville Predators uniform. We don't know where yet, but he's definitely going somewhere. Oh, great chance here from the slot for the Capitals. It gets blocked down. 5 minutes remaining now in the second period. Washington pouring on pressure here. They're going to have to tag up for offsides. Patriots offense just stinks, dude. They can't score points. They played all easy teams to start the year. Now that they're playing actual good teams, they just stink. Yeah, I don't know. Holtby, I think, is very up in. It's very up in the air at this point if he's going to return to the Capitals or not. They might just go with Samsonov as the goalie, even though he's still unproven and young. Um, They might not have a choice with Holtby's contract. We'll see. It's going to be close. No, they can for that, Patrick. Believe me, they'll come after you for a lot of things for Patrick. So definitely not putting a mirror up for to say the least. Yeah, I mean, literally, I hate shootouts in general. I hate them in the regular season. I think they should play 3-on-3 just until somebody wins. But shootouts in the playoffs would be an absolute disgrace. And I would honestly probably stop watching at that point. I wouldn't watch the shootouts if it went to that. That's an absolute disgrace and never going to happen. The NHL isn't that stupid. I genuinely don't think they're that stupid. Yeah, shootouts are fun. It's fun for the All-Star game to see like the breakaway challenge and stuff. It's fun for shit like that, but shootouts in deciding an NHL playoff game, that is the biggest no I've ever seen in my life. Just no. No. Well, I mean, penalty shots are a different story. If the penalty shot is earned and a player legitimately had a breakaway and got hauled down and denied a scoring chance, then I'm okay with penalty shots. That's the rule, and that's been the rule forever. But like an actual shootout, like rather than playing more overtime, the NHL is going to say, let's end a playoff game with a shootout. Absolutely not. No. Let's end the Stanley Cup final, game 7, tie game with a shootout. That's never going to happen. The NHL would lose half its fan base that night, and they would never watch again, including me. If a Stanley Cup final game ended in a shootout, I would probably never watch again. True, Eddie. That's true. More concessions. The longer the game goes, the more concessions they sell. Everyone needs a snack and a drink for that third overtime when it's 1 in the morning and the game's still tied 2-2. But still, those marathon games in the playoffs are legendary. Like, even if it's the first round, never mind if it's in the later rounds, is we got a 2-on-1 here for Boston. Pasternak's pass across to Marchand gets blocked. Pasternak should have just ripped the shot there. The defenseman was playing past the whole way, but he got too unselfish, and the Caps get out of that with really no strong chance at all for Boston. Well, the Bruins and Canadians can't play for the Stanley Cup because they're in the same conference. That would have to be an Eastern Conference final. Um, because the Cup has to be one team from the East and one team from the West. No, those marathon games in the playoffs are legendary. That go 2-3 overtimes. Those are legendary games that people talk about forever. And then the goal that finally wins it, like, always will go down in history. Um, I love those games, even though they go really, really late. Like last year's double overtime game 7 between the Caps and the wow, Tom Wilson just laid out one of the Bruins in the offensive zone there. Caught him cutting through the middle and just knocked him right down. Great hit. Yeah, no, yeah, Cap Bruins Eastern Conference Final would be a lot of fun for sure. But the Canes won that double overtime game in Game 7. That was a legendary game. Now we got a holding call coming up here. Another power play coming up. Wilson's cut. I don't know if he caught a stick or what happened. He got hit right in the face, though. He went to hit Bjork. Oh, Bjork's splayed of his stick caught him right on the cheek. Bjork was trying to dodge the hit and caught him right on the cheek with his blade. And then Wilson still hit him, knocked him down pretty good. Wilson jumped on that hit too. Looks like they both were almost trying to jump out of the way. And then Wilson's dripping pretty good there. Caught the blade right on that cheek. Hey, what's going on, Spotlight Hockey? Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate the like as well. So Coyle's in the box for Boston for holding, and the Caps have a chance now with 2.5 minutes left in the period to extend their lead on the power play here. Yeah, no, the Canadians definitely aren't switching conferences. Yeah, Oilers have been struggling recently, Spotlight. They haven't been playing as well, and the defense is starting to look a little shaky. I don't know. We'll see if the Oilers can. Oh, shot from Carlson goes just wide on Halak and all the way out of the Boston zone for a clear. Corrali now chasing on the forecheck. Caps have to regroup in their own end. Wow, that's wild, Vaughn. I didn't know that. They had to end in a tie because you couldn't play a game after midnight in Toronto. That's nuts. Classic, like old time rules like that back in the 40s and 50s. Carlson's shot goes wide again there on the power play. Caps holding strong though with possession here. Now the Bruins are able to clear it out. Yeah, no, a stick to the face absolutely hurts, Peter, and more often than not cuts you. All right, thanks, Danny. Really, really appreciate you tuning in tonight. Have fun with the family, man, and as always, glad to have you here, and it's much appreciated. Patrick, I almost fell for that, but I'm not going to say it because I know what's coming next. I'm not going to fall for that. Whoa, backdoor chance. Just missed for the Capitals. Is that Ovechkin? Another grade A opportunity. And Ovechkin can't score on the back door there. It knocks your teeth out just by the force of getting hit. If you take a stick hard enough right in the teeth, it's 100% going to knock them out. And if you get hit on the nose or the cheek with it, it's most of the time it's going to cut you. Just because, especially if it's the blade. If it's the shaft, it's not as bad. If it's the blade, it's going to cut you. So Boston, even though the Caps get some great opportunities there, Boston ends up killing off the penalty, and it's still 2-1 Capitals at the end of the second period. So here we go now into the Tom Wilson's still bleeding. They cannot get that blood to stop. He's still bleeding. Man, Ovechkin had it right there on the back door and just fanned on it. Wilson's talking to the ref. He's like, why wasn't this a high sticking call? I don't think anyone really saw it as it was happening. But Bjork brought his stick right up and caught him right on the cheek. And he's still bleeding. Peter, look up Brian Berard eye injury, and that's all you need to know about getting hit in the eye. That is about worst case scenario. That's worst case as far as a stick goes. The eye is the absolute last place you want to get hit. But anyway, we're at intermission here. We got 18 minutes to kill before the start of the third period. Keep the chat going, guys, because obviously we need some entertainment here during the between periods time. Moving the computer like normal, and we'll see how the third period goes. Still a very tight game. Capitals definitely held the play in that period and were the much better team, but still it's a 1-goal game. Either team can win this, and we'll see who's able to come out of here with 2 points and who's able to come out of here in the win column. Ooh, that doesn't sound like fun. Getting hit in the stomach, that's not a good spot either. But again, that I'd rather take one in the stomach than in the face. All right, so let's check some scores from around the league, guys. Only one other game going on right now. Capitals, obviously, in our game, have a 2-1 lead. Canadians still up 1-0 on the Senators right now. The only goal of the game was scored by Nick Cousins in the first period. They're closing in on halfway through the second period now, and it's still 1-0. Montreal. Yes, I do have an Instagram, Patrick. I'm gonna anyone in the chat. I give this out periodically to guys in the chat who want to follow me on social media. My Instagram and my Snapchat is the same thing. If you want to add me on either one of those, I'll put it. I'll put it in the chat for you, Patrick. So, and I'll always follow back as long as I know who it is. Like if I know it's one of my subscribers who just followed me, then I will definitely always follow back if you guys want to add me on social media. Uh, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are all the same at John Duncan 27. And feel free to follow me there. Anyone in the chat that wants to. And I just got the follow, Patrick, and I'll give you a follow back. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, Peter, the Brian Berard eye injury was not good for sure. And he's never been he was never the same since. He played again after, but he was never the same since or after that. He was never the same player. Um yeah, Peter, the Giants really do suck. Rob says that he's very tired. Well, you can go to bed, Rob. It's all right. I appreciate you being here and watching, but if you're tired, man, you can go to bed. It's fine. Um See, Chris says you were playing hockey with a buddy at the local rink and you took a puck to the face after the puck hit the post, and it hurt and you had a black eye for 2 weeks. I'm sure, man, yeah, getting hit in the face does not feel good. And whether it's a puck, a stick, a punch, anything, it does not feel good to get hit in the face. Yeah, Saquon Barkley is unbelievably good. Really good. But the team overall is not and really struggling. Uh, Rob, you are thinking of Clint Malarchuk. Um, Clint Malarchuk is the goaltender that got the skate to the throat and almost died on the ice. Obviously, one of the worst injuries in NHL history. And that, getting cut by a skate, and obviously in a spot like the throat is the worst spot, is the worst injury that can possibly happen in hockey. Skate cuts are very bad. They're very deep. They're hard to stitch up because those skates are extremely sharp and they're dangerous. If you get cut by a skate, you are in jeopardy of bleeding out. So obviously, a spot like the throat is as bad as it could possibly get. But even a cut anywhere else, they bleed a lot, and that's a bad injury. Not anything that you want to happen for sure. But anyway, we're here at intermission. We got Flyers and Avalanche, the only late game tonight, which is coming up after this one. I'm not going to stream during that game, but I'm probably going to watch the first period of it. The only other game going on right now are the Senators at the Canadiens, and I believe the Canadiens are still up 1-0. They were last I checked. Yes, Canadiens are still up 1-0 on the Senators. Caps have the 2-1 lead in our game here at the second intermission. Remember, guys, if you haven't already, to please hit that like button and give the video a thumbs up. That is greatly, greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and follow along for all my hockey content. I do videos almost daily and live streams throughout the week as well. So plenty of hockey content coming for you all season long. And just looking to grow this channel and keep this thing moving forward. Hey, there you go, Vaughn. That might be a good time for you. I wish you the best of luck, man. Yeah, getting domed in the face by Chara probably doesn't feel good either, but I definitely take that over getting cut by a skate for sure. Yeah, I agree, Rob. I actually have him on my fantasy team. He's been good, especially the second half of this season. He's on my bench right now because my fantasy team's really good and I've got a lot of good players. But he's played a couple of weeks for me and he's been a solid guy to put in as a flex play for sure. Yeah, the Bills are good this year. Yeah, coaching is definitely important. Yeah, I mean, obviously we've seen how important coaching is and also draft picks as well. If you draft correctly, you're going to end up being a good team eventually for sure. All right, Rob. Some interesting insight on Rob's personal preferences there. Not sure we needed to know that, but cool. Vaughn again talking about his Thai girls that he really likes. Um, Yeah, but that's common with young quarterbacks, Peter, for sure. It will probably come with more experience and more age. I think he's got good potential. He's just got to get more experience and get better as he gets older and plays more games. So I think a little patience with him is going to certainly pay off down the road for the Giants. Vaughn, Peter Chiarelli drafting Connor McDavid in 2015 does not count as drafting well. That was a no-brainer. That wasn't even a choice. My left ass cheek could have been the GM for the Edmonton Oilers, and it would have picked Connor McDavid in 2015. Like that, the GM gets no credit there. That was a no-brainer decision. Like you have a generational player coming up first overall. You obviously take him. That I give Peter Chiarelli's no credit for that. That not a single GM in the history of hockey would have not taken Connor McDavid with that pick. But anyway, I digress. All right, guys. So hopefully the third period will get started here pretty soon. 9 o'clock now. These games usually go till about 9:45. So we should have the puck dropping for the third period here, probably in about 5 minutes or so, I would say. 2-1 game. Capitals with the lead on home ice over the Bruins. Bruins on a 3-game losing streak, playing a team that they have lost 15 out of their last 16 against. I'm thinking the Capitals are going to win this game. It's unlikely that Boston gets the job done here. But we'll see. We still have another period of hockey. It's a close game. It's a 1-goal game, so it can still obviously go either way. And I think we have an exciting third period coming up. Certainly a hard-fought third period coming up between these two teams. And also, this game's been pretty physical. We had the first period fight between Chara and Wilson. There's been a lot of hitting in this game. So overall, I think this has been a decent game to watch. It's been pretty exciting. It's been decently entertaining, and I think the third period it's only going to ramp up even more. Oh, sweet! Patrick just added me on. He just added me on Snapchat as well. Sweet. So add him on IG and Snapchat. I'm gonna do streaks now. So any of you that are watching, if I have you on Snapchat and do streaks with you, I'm gonna do streaks now. So I'll get those sent out to everyone on my list, which is a lot at this point. I'll watch stories later. But anyway, Rob here in the chat. Yeah, no, he's done a very, very good job as GM. 100%, Rob. I agree with you 100% on that. He's done a great job as general manager. That's enough. Hey, look what. Hang on, I don't know if this is going to show up properly or not, but uh, there it is. You got my Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube all here with the logo. Patrick just sent me this through Snap. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Definitely save that. And I'm gonna save that, and I'm gonna use that as a promotional tool. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. I'll be able to post that picture different places and get people to add me on different stuff. So that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Oh, jeez. Hang on, I'm Snapchatting my sister back. All right. I am very, very ready now for the third period to start. These intermissions are so long, and when the chat's not like super active, they get boring too. So I think this should be the last commercial break before the start of the third. Let's see. I'm going to check this score one last time in the other game. Canadians still up 1-0 on Ottawa. 7 minutes, about 7 minutes left in that second period there. And then later tonight, we have the Flyers and Avalanche playing. Hey, Derek stopped in. Welcome to the stream, Derek. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just answered in the chat for you, Patrick. Thanks for tuning in, Derek. Happy to have you here, man. Glad you could stop in. Yeah, that's not funny, Rob. We don't need any more of that. That's not even a funny joke. I do like that song, Vaughn. I think it's pretty good. Vaughn's birthday is January 22nd, so that's coming up soon. Well, month and a half, a little more than a month and a half away. Um, Patrick's is the 25th, so only 5 days apart. Okay. And Derek's on June 6th, so a few June birthdays around here. Nice. So we're back here. Going to move the computer back for the start of the third. Going to have puck drop here very shortly. Um, Most obnoxious fan base. I don't know. That's a tough one. Toronto's definitely up there. Montreal's up there. Pittsburgh for me is up there. Although I've met some more cool fans, more cool Pittsburgh fans recently. Toronto fans as well. I used to absolutely hate Toronto fans, but there are some decent ones. I don't know. That's a good question. I think every fan base has their really obnoxious people, and then other people who are actually, just decent, smart hockey fans. Pastrnak just got laid out by Tom Wilson there by the blue line, and this game has had a very, very physical edge to it. And Wilson's going to the box. Was it interference or what are they calling there? It was a clean hit, shoulder to shoulder. Absolutely nothing wrong with the hit. They must have called interference. Yes, the penalty there on Wilson is for interference. I guess they deemed, um, that Pastrnak didn't have the puck at the time. So, power play now for the Bruins, who are down 2-1, have the chance to tie this game up with the extra man here, and what could potentially be a very important power play for them. And that puck gets deflected up and out of play, and on the bomb from the point by Pastrnak. Derek hates the Blackhawks. Yeah, no, I understand for sure, Derek. Funny unknown, yeah, being a funny guy in the chat here, but no, I can't show the game because of copyright reasons. Yeah, this has been a very physical game, Derek. So I don't have high hopes for Boston against the Lightning tomorrow night. Definitely a tough back-to-back playing the Capitals and Lightning on back-to-back nights. And this has been a very, very physical game. So I assume that Boston's going to be tired and hurting after this one. Yeah, I've never been a Blackhawks fan for sure, and their fans have definitely pissed me off at times in the past as well. Um, wow, damn, what a great story there, Patrick. That is fantastic. 2-on-1 here for the Capitals. Caps. Oh, Nick Jensen can't bury it back door. One too many passes there for the Capitals. Now here comes Boston back the other way. Still 40 seconds left on the power play. Yeah, Boston's going to travel after this game as well to Tampa. This is not an easy stretch for the Bruins at this point, to say the least. And that puck clears for the Capitals. 18 minutes left in the third period. This power play is coming to an end. Boston really hasn't gotten anything going on it. Woody says that Boston needs to mess Wilson up. Well, Char and Wilson fought earlier in this game, and it was a pretty good fight for both guys. Solid fight. And Wilson's just such a physical beast, and he's had a big game for the Caps, and he's thrown a lot of hits tonight. And he's out of the box now. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Yeah, no, Vaughn, no politics on the channel. You know that, man. Come on. No politics on this channel. We're here to talk hockey and have fun. No, they want Rask to play tomorrow night in Tampa Bay. Yeah, that fight, Woody, was early in this game, in the first period, right after the Bruins scored the first goal. So it was a while ago now, but it was a pretty good fight. I definitely worth going on YouTube and checking out, or going to hockeyfights.com and checking out after the game. It was a decent one. Um, and we got a goal. Boston ties it. Right after the power play, 2-2, Krug from the point, Boston scores. We got ourselves a tie game here. 17 minutes remaining, and we got ourselves a tie game in the third. Krug just throws it on net, and I don't know if it gets deflected or not, but it goes right over Braden Holtby's shoulder. I think this does get deflected. Yes, this is going to be Sean Corrali's goal. Corrali gets a stick on that right in the face-off circle, deflects up and over Braden Holtby's shoulder and goes bar down. We got ourselves a goal, and we got ourselves a tie game here in the third with 17 minutes left. I mean, Rask is having a really good season this year as well. Halak and Rask have both been outstanding. But they wanted Halak to play against the Capitals and Rask to play against the Lightning, because Tuukka historically plays well against Tampa Bay and plays very badly against Washington. So Halak was the play tonight, and Tuukka goes tomorrow night. Hey, welcome to the stream, DMV. Really appreciate you being here, man. Glad to have you. Glad you could make it. Oh, definitely, Patrick. If she really likes you, then 100% ask her out. 100% go for it, dude. If you know she likes you, go for it 100% of the time. Oh boy, DMV had a rough night in hockey tonight. The team got screwed badly, and you're -5 on varsity. That's rough, man. That is rough. -5. That's not good, man. But hey, the season's still young. You still got time to turn it around. Oh, big hit there by Brett Ritchie on Michael Kepney behind the Capitals net. Bruins hard in on the forecheck here. Much more life from Boston here the last couple of minutes after scoring this goal. And the ref just got absolutely leveled. I don't know who that was for the Capitals, just absolutely decked the ref. Not on purpose. It was an accident, but he just got absolutely destroyed. Caps get it out of their zone and bring it into the Boston end here. And the Caps score. John Carlson rips one by Jaro Halak. And just like that, the Caps retake the lead. John Carlson with another goal and another point, and he blasts a slap shot by Jaro Halak. Boston was strong pressure in the Capitals' end. They get caught up ice, and the Caps come back, and just Backstrom takes it right around the net. Easy shot from the circle from Carlson, and he goes posting in on Halak. Wow. This game is getting wild here in the third period. I didn't even know that I didn't even know that Calvin DeHaan was injured. I treat every team fairly on this. I treat every team fairly when I'm streaming. It was Ovechkin that leveled the referee right in the back. No, I am a Bruins fan, but I treat every team fairly here, so I'm gonna get excited when the Caps score as well. And we've got a 3-2 game here. 15 minutes to go in the third period now. So DeHaan is out with a shoulder injury. Okay. I did not know that. Now I do. Thanks for the update, DMV. Yeah, anyone whose name shows up in blue is a mod on this channel. And we got a whistle here. Not sure what for. But yeah, anyone with whose name shows up in blue in the chat is a moderator. I've added a number of moderators over the last year or so. We've got a bunch of new ones now. You become a mod basically when I make you one. I pick people that are here a lot in most streams, people that have been on the channel for a long time, and people that I think will do a really good job doing it and won't, will actually do what they're supposed to do. So I added a bunch when I got to 1,000 subscribers. Now probably don't need to add any more for a while. I don't think I have a good number of them, but probably when I get to like 2K or maybe 2,500, something like that. When I get to that many subs, I'll add more mods. Yeah, no, but the team around Tom Brady isn't very good, Rob. He doesn't have weapons on offense, so obviously his production is going to go down when the players around him go down. Nice glove save there by Braden Holtby, and he's able to cover it up and get the whistle here. McAvoy just missed getting a deflection on that. I don't ever watch K-Girls, Vaughn, so I don't know if I like it when they laugh. I know that you do, Vaughn, but I don't. Bruins trying to get it to the goal here. They're in the offensive zone. Pastrnak just drew a penalty. It's going to be a tripping call coming up against the Capitals. Boston about to get another power play opportunity here. And the Caps touch the puck as we get the whistle. Now we got some after the whistle talking going on here. Wilson and McAvoy, and the refs are grabbing Marchand. And is it John Carlson that's going to go to the box? I wouldn't, DMV, I wouldn't say two good months doesn't really make him a good GM. Oh yeah, John Carlson is so good. He's unbelievable. I can't show the game. It's copyrighted material, so I'm not showing the game ever on this channel. Hang on, why'd this camera just lose focus? Let's go. That looks it's so out of focus. Hang on, this trick usually works. Give it a second, it should refocus. Or nah. What is it doing? I have no idea. But yeah, Carlson has been very good this season. It gets copyrighted, Mark. Then your channel gets taken down. You can't show the game on YouTube. It's illegal. Go to Reddit if you want to see the game. No, the mark on Wilson's face is because he got clipped with a high stick from Anders Bjork earlier in this game. THG says Swedish girls are the best. Listen, they all have good and bad ones. Let's just say that. Caps need to be more disciplined. Yeah, the camera finally readjusted. Yeah, the Caps have been giving the Bruins a lot of power play opportunities here. Carlson gets his stick right between the skates there of Pastrnak and takes the tripping penalty. So Boston with a 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. They get another power play opportunity here. Boston's power play was really, really good to start this season. It's not been good lately. They've really struggled the last few games on the power play. So, I mean, it would be a real good time now for their power play to get things going and possibly get a goal here. Anyway, we're getting a better chance here for the Capitals, who are shorthanded, and Lars Eller gets his shot blocked. Now 3-on-2. Here come the Bruins back up the other way, looking hopefully to get a power play goal here to tie this game up. 13 and a half minutes left in the third period. A minute and a half left on the power play here for Boston. Krug at the point, looking for options, going for a pass, going to drop it for Pasta. Pasta to Marchand, back to Pasta, and then Pasta's pass to Krug. Gets deflected, and the Capitals are going to be able to clear it. They're not unable to get it out of the zone, however. Bruins keep it in on a nice play. Krug now down behind the goal line, trying to get out in front. Marchand, long shot, blocked down. Not sure if that was blocked by the defenseman or if Holtby stopped that. Looks like it was blocked. Pasta keeps it in the offensive zone, however. Long shot there. Goes wide of the net, off glass, and all the way out of the zone. So that ended up working as a clear for the Capitals. And now we're down to 35 seconds left on Boston's power play, which looks like it's about to go 0 for 5 on the game. Bruins, though, bring it back in. Time for one last rush here on the power play before the Caps have killed it off. Krug trying to gain possession here for Boston. Bjork now behind the net, sends it over. Ritchie also out there playing net front. 10 seconds left. Boston can't get the puck to the net. Capitals are playing good, strong defense, and they clear it all the way down. So that does it for the power play. The Caps have killed it off. Boston now 0 for 5 on the power play in this game, which is really, really disappointing. And the Caps maintain their 3-2 lead with under 12 minutes now left in the third. Hey, NHL Hockey News Reports. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Really appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button, guys, and give this stream a thumbs up if you haven't already. That greatly helps out the channel. And if you're new and happen to be watching, please hit that subscribe button and follow along for all my hockey content this season. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. And we have a tight game here in the third period, itching down towards the final 11 minutes here. Hey, thank you, NHL News Reports. I appreciate it. Chara limping off the ice after blocking that shot. That's something to watch. Going to be an issue defensively if Chara can't play the rest of this game. He went off very, very gingerly there. Good stick there by Boston on the back check, but they iced the puck. Really, really dumb icing there by the Bruins, and the puck will come all the way back down to the Boston zone for an offensive zone faceoff for the Caps. Capitals with a 3-2 lead right now. Boston in danger of losing their fourth straight game here. Fourth straight game. Hey, Nick, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you coming in. Oh, damn, Derek, that sucks, man. They had a 4-on-2 the other night, and when they lost. Oh, man, that sucks. Caden Primo playing very, very well tonight for Montreal against Ottawa. Caden Primo, Northeastern University product. I saw him play in college. Very, very good goaltender. I expect him to be a big-time NHL goalie. I think he's going to be a very solid netminder at the pro level. Classic joke there, Patrick. You live 2 miles away from the gas station. Why is your dad taking 18 years to get back? That is hilarious. Hey, we just hit 20 likes. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome. Very, very much appreciated. Now, Garnet Hathaway and Brett Ritchie are going at it after the whistle. They tackle each other to the ice. Not a fight. They go at it, tackle each other after the whistle, and it looks like both of these guys are going to get roughing penalties out of this, I would imagine. But Brett Ritchie and Garnet Hathaway. Hey, that's really good for Caden Primo. Oh, you guys are serious? He went to the gas station like that was his excuse and then never came back? I know that that's a pretty popular joke that gets told all the time. Um, damn. But I want to thank, we're on commercial break now. I want to thank you guys for getting us to 20 likes on this stream. Also, no, no new subscribers this stream, but that's okay. We'll get more next time. Rob's got to go. That's all right, man. Not a problem. Thank you for being here. It's much appreciated. Glad you were able to watch and join, and hopefully talk to you soon, my man. Oshie's second goal was an absolute beauty. Gorgeous goal. Horrible defense from Boston, but a beautiful backhand bar down job from Oshie. Gorgeous, gorgeous goal. But yeah, guys, remember, thank you for all your support tonight. Remember to subscribe and like if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure all of you have, though. And we'll see how this game turns out. 3-2 Capitals, under 10 minutes now. Under 10 minutes now. Why did the likes go down? Who unliked? That's such a dick move. That's such like a needless dick move. Like, why would you unlike? Now we're down to 18. All right, screw you guys then. There's no need for that. And now, like, literally now you're just toying with the like button. Like, come on. Just leave it where it is. No new subs either yet, but that's all right. So Richie's in the box. I assume Hathaway's in the box as well. And we'll probably have some 4-on-4 action here. Do I want Wheeler Walker Jr. to be my dad? I'm quite content with the dad that I do have, Vaughn. So I'll have to go with no on that. Yeah, 100% Peter. Patrick, that's just you. Definitely not me as well. Peter, I agree. You should not go 0 for 5 on the power play. You should convert on at least one of those. Oh, all right. It was you. It was you toying with the like button. Yeah, no, I get that, Patrick. I just don't know why it went down like that. That was annoying. It went from 20 to 18 and then back to 20 and now up to 21. Like that takes multiple people toying with the like button. And Halak makes a save there 20 seconds into the 4-on-4. Damn, I was getting pissed for a second. I thought all the likes were going to go away. All right, cool. We're all good. Nobody unliked. We're all good now. I don't know why I'm watching Instagram stories right now. I should be watching the game. Under 10 minutes now left in this third period. I'm surprised there's not more people here watching, honestly, because this is a one-goal game, Wednesday night hockey. And that's going to be icing against the Bruins as that stretch pass does not connect. So Krug's stretch pass doesn't touch anybody, and we're going to get an offensive zone faceoff here for the Capitals. Bill Cosby gave you some good Jello. I don't know if I would take Jello from Bill Cosby. Lil Bill, what a classic show there. Yeah. I watched that a lot when I was younger. Do you think Samsonov's going to take over the job from Holtby next year? It's possible. It's going to be a tight salary cap situation for it's going to be a tight salary cap situation for the Washington Capitals. I don't know if they're going to be able to re-sign Holtby. Probably not. I mean, look at the money that Sergei Bobrovsky just got in free agency. He got $10 million a year from the Florida Panthers. I don't think that the Caps are going to be able to re-sign Holtby, and if that's the case, then Samsonov's going to be the guy, and we're going to find out very quickly if he's ready or not at such a young age to be a full-time starter in the NHL. Well, the hockey guy, like, that's his job now because he has so many subs. He's a full-time YouTuber. So that's all he does. All he does is make hockey videos. So I agree. I think it probably does get tiring, but like that's his work now. So I'm sure he's making, given his subscriber count and the number of views that he gets on his videos, I'm sure he's making a good amount of money from YouTube. So that probably makes it a little easier to make the video when you know that all you have to do is talk into a camera for 10 minutes and that's going to bring you in a few $100. Like that probably makes you pretty happy. I'm going to be doing a Peter DeBoer video right after this stream as soon as this game ends. I'm going to be recording one because that news broke and happened. That news broke while I was streaming this game. So I talked about it a little bit. I'm not surprised. The Sharks are on a 5-game losing streak. They've fallen out of a playoff position. They're not having a good year, so I'm really not that surprised. But yeah, I'll have a video up later tonight just about that. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Peter. I definitely would get tired of it at times and want to take a break. But man, he just loves hockey. He loves hockey. So, and like hockey's his life. So, I mean, if you're that passionate and love something that much, I mean, I'm sure at some point, especially in the off season, he does take breaks and will take breaks. But if you're that passionate and love something that much, man, you do it and you keep grinding it out. And I'm sure, I mean, YouTube's been very, very successful for him, so I'm sure he wants to keep that going. And that puck gets deflected up and out of play on the shot from Siegenthaler. And 6:47 remaining in the third period now. Caps holding their 3-2 lead. Oh, Jesus, Patrick. I think I can guess where that's from. Wow, those are long videos. 50 to 58 minutes. Those are very long videos. My longest videos I think are usually around half an hour, and those are very, very long videos, except for the streams, obviously. The streams are much, much longer. But yeah, those are tiring for sure. Hey, what's going on, Slapshot Jack? Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate you stopping in, man. Remember to hit that like button. Help out the channel for sure. You're rooting for Washington tonight. It looks like Washington's probably going to win this game. They got the 3-2 lead with 6 minutes left in this game in the third period, and they are definitely have been the better team tonight. Yeah, no, I definitely know where that came from, Patrick. Hey, welcome back, DMV. Thanks for tuning back in, man. Appreciate it. I hope you had a good dinner. The Pred stream was epic, man. That's good. I'm glad. That's good for your channel, man. Hopefully your channel keeps growing, bro. No, I would never, ever, ever become a Montreal Canadiens fan. There is nothing in the world that could ever make that happen. Not a single thing. Torrey Krug now bringing it into the zone for Boston. I'm 100% sure. Under 5 minutes now left in the game. Boston swarming in the zone. Capitals take it and exit the zone. Here comes Kuznetsov through the neutral zone into the Bruins' end. Loses the puck. Boston, McAvoy behind the net trying to get possession for the Bruins. Bruins desperately need a goal now. Well, I mean, sometimes it's just hit or miss, Slapshot Jack. I've had some videos that have done really, really bad, only gotten a few views, and it's been pretty disappointing. But other videos just seem to randomly pop to 100 or even more. So just stick with it, man. I'm glad that you're continuing to grow subscriber-wise. That is good. And just keep sticking with it, man, and good things will happen. It took me 2 years to get to 1,000 subscribers, so you definitely, if you stick with it, things will keep moving forward. I'm doing a video about Peter DeBoer's firing right after this stream. I got to record that. Hey, it's all good, Derek. I understand that you guys all got other stuff going on and have other things to do. So if you can't make a stream or you can only stop in for a short time, that's 100% okay. I certainly don't expect everyone to watch a full 3-hour stream from start to finish. That's just, I mean, sure, some nights maybe you got nothing going on, you can, but for most people, that's not going to be a common thing that they're able to do. Hey, there you go, Patrick. You get a notification in class. That's pretty funny. But yeah, pop on some off the wall hockey in class and make it a little more bearable, I guess, eh? Hey, it's all good, Slapshot Jack. Hey, all right, cool, Derek. Cool, man, for sure. Is Boston trying to score here in the final 3 minutes? Look for Yaroslav Halak to be going to the bench pretty soon. Hey, I started this channel when I was in college, Jack. I mean, my first videos were all recorded in my dorm room. So you don't have to stop your channel just because you go to college. No, I don't hate hands down hockey, Vaughn. Why would you think that? I don't hate him at all. Hey, that's awesome, Patrick. That's really cool. Yeah, definitely. I used to do that all the time. I'd have my laptop out like I was taking notes, but then I'd have something like fun playing on my phone. Huge save there from Yaro Halak on I think it was Richard Panik. And now here comes Boston the other way. Halak's got to be going to the bench now. Boston brings it into the Capital zone. Holtby has to cover, and we get a whistle with 1:43 left. Oh, that's weird, Slapshot Jack. My college schedule, I mean, I was only in class a few hours a week. Like the classes were pretty short and I only had 4 or 5 classes a semester. It was easy. Oh man, DMV, that sucks. That's a really tough video to watch for sure. To be honest with you, NHL Hockey News Reports, I don't know how my channel grew so fast. These live streams helped a lot. The playoffs, obviously, the biggest time of growth is in the playoffs, big time. Patrick, the Capitals are up 3-2 right now with about with just under 2 minutes left in the third period. Um, yeah, this is definitely the time to pull the goalie if you're the Bruins. Um, but yeah, I don't really know how it grew so fast. I just kept putting out videos, kept doing live streams, kept making content, and more people subscribed and liked it, and this channel ended up getting pretty successful. So that's awesome, and I hope that it continues to grow. And I'd love to see how big it can get. And I'm really excited for the playoffs this year. I think it's my first playoffs with over 1,000 subscribers. I think we could have a really, really big postseason this year. Um, Oh, okay, cool, Patrick. So you're over from Behind the Arc Basketball. Awesome. Yeah, Sal's my best friend. He's got a great basketball and football channel there. Um, yeah, he's got a great channel going on over there for sure. And I'm glad you stopped in though. Really appreciate it. It is much appreciated for sure. I have no idea who's going to get traded for Boston DMV. I don't think Boston's going to mess with their lineup too much. So Boston has the goaltender pulled, empty net, trying to tie this game up. Under a minute 20 left in the third period now in the offensive zone. Marchand gets on goal. It gets deflected wide. Bergeron gets the puck back for the Bruins. I like Rask better, news reports. Um, Definitely makes sense, Patrick. But I appreciate you coming here, and hope you enjoy the last few seconds of this game as we're down under a minute. Boston trying to get this game tied up. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to. Capitals clear the zone through the neutral zone. Bruins get possession back in the neutral zone. Clear it. They're onside. Apparently, that was very close to being offsides. 30 seconds left now. Boston has to tag up. They do. Krejci hit at the blue line, but stands up well and gets the puck into the offensive zone. Krug keeps it in now, under 20 seconds left. Boston needs a goal to tie it, or the Caps are going to win 3-2 in regulation. Marchand loses the puck. The Capitals clear it, and that's going to do it for this game. 5 seconds left now, and that's it. 3-2, the Caps win. And it's another loss, fourth loss in a row for the Boston Bruins, and that is game. TJ Oshie with 2 goals for the Washington Capitals. John Carlson with the game winner in the third period. And it was a very good game to watch. It was a very close game. 3-2, Capitals win. Now, 16 of the last 17 games between these two teams have been won by the Washington Capitals. Washington just owns Boston for whatever reason. But anyway, that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We're trying to grow and get this as big as we can. Please give it a thumbs up and hit that like button as well if you haven't. That really helps out the channel a lot. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I've got a video to go record right now about Peter DeBoer. I will have that up shortly. But thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you being here. And hopefully talk to you guys soon. Good night, and talk to you guys later.